Hello students! On the day of Raptor Dash, you will come together with your team and team chaperone and you will travel from station to station. Every team will receive a folder that includes a scorecard and a station map. Use the scorecard to record every score from each station. You will also be traveling with another team. At each station, you will either be competing against that team or separately. Do the best you can at each station because the points you earn add up and will determine the overall team winner of the day. Now let's get started with the station overview.
The 100-yard sprint station. The rules are: one pair at a time, one person from each team, and all teammates must race. All students will line up at the start line, one team in their own lane. They can match themselves up with whoever they would like. On the mark of 1, 2, 3, go, both runners, the first runner in each lane, will race from the start line to the finish line. The winner from each pair will receive 10 points for their team.
Station number 2, mini obstacle course. Cones, tires, hurdles, and partner carry. One team will go at a time. As a team, all students will run single file through the 4 obstacles in this mini course. After every obstacle, students must run around the cone and to not cut to the next obstacle. They will start with running zigzag around the cones to the 50-yard line. Then run through tires, over hurdles, and carry a partner the last 40 to 50 yards. Time stops when the last set of partners crosses the finish line. If there is an odd-numbered team, the last person can sprint to the finish on their own. Time determines your points. After both teams have gone, teams compare times. The bonus: if your time beats the other team's time, then you will receive an extra 25 points. Station number 3, standing long jump. 5 students from each team will compete in this event. They will make a single file line starting at the edge of the sandpit. They will match up against someone from the other team. One jumper at a time, each pair will take their turn jumping. You must stand at the edge of the sandpit and jump. No running head start allowed. After the first jump, a marker will be placed in the sand. Out of each pair, the student who jumps the furthest wins points for their team. Each matchup competes for points. 10 points for each matchup won. Rules. Number 1, measurement is taken from the edge of the sandpit to the back of the shoe. Number 2, once your foot hits the sand, you can fall forward. Number 3, however, if you fall backward, the measurement will be taken from where you touched to the edge of the sandpit. And number 4, do not jump until told to jump. Station number 4, T-shirt launch. The team selects 2 students to hold the launcher and 1 student to launch. 3 students will be in the field with empty buckets. The launcher will launch 1 T-shirt into the air at a time until a total of 10 have been launched. The 3 teammates in the field must catch the T-shirt in the bucket to earn points. it must stay in to get the points. If it pops out, no points. It cannot be caught off the ground. Every catch is worth 10 points. Station number 5, the dig. 3 students will be selected from each team to compete. Both teams will race against each other, 3 versus 3. Each member will have a large bucket filled halfway with an item. Somewhere in the bucket will be a specific item to dig for and find. Once each student from one team finds their item, that team wins. You may not empty the bucket, and most of the items must stay inside the bucket. Okay. Station number 6, the pyramid stack. Both teams will go at the same time, but it is not a race against teams. It is only a timed event. The station leaders will use 2 stopwatches, 1 for each team. The entire team will go, but only in groups of 4. On the mark of go, the first groups of 4 are to use the pillow polo sticks to transfer 1 bucket at a time from the start line to the pyramid stack line. They must build a pyramid. Once the bucket is placed on the stacking line, the groups of 4 race back and hands the sticks off to the next group on their team, and the process repeats until the pyramid is built. Rules. Number 1, students cannot push the buckets on the floor. Number 2, buckets must remain open side down. Students cannot put the stick inside the open side to transfer. Number 3, if a bucket tips onto its side, students must use the stick to set it right. Number 4, if the pyramid falls while students are placing the next bucket on top, they are responsible for restacking the pyramid to its original state before moving on. Number 5, if it falls and no one is near it, then the next group must fix the pyramid. Station number 7, puzzle me this. 2 students are needed for this event. This is a timed event. Both teams will go at the same time, however, you are not racing against each other. On the mark of go, 1 student at a time will race to one side of the gym to look at a photo of the puzzle. They must remember what they saw and run back to start constructing the puzzle. Then the second teammate can go and look at the photo. Students are allowed to run back and look at the photo as many times as they want. Pieces must be lined up and pushed into the frame. They cannot be hanging, and they cannot be held in the hands. Again, remember, you are racing against time, not the other team. Station 8, Ping Pong Ball Water Transfer. This is a race. Teams will sit on their own bench. One end of the bench will have a bucket of water. The other end will have a water jug filled 3/4 of the way with a ping pong ball floating inside. Using sponges, teams must soak up the water with a sponge from a tub and transfer them down the bench to the water jug. The last person is in charge of wringing out the water to make it fall into the jug. The team must fill the rest of their water jug, which will fill the jug and send the ping pong ball to the top of the water jug. The team that gets the ping pong ball out of the jug in any way wins the points for this event. Station number 9, food station. 5 students from each team, 5 rounds. Each round will have one food combination. The students must eat the combination to receive points for their team. If they don't want to, or if they spit it out, no points are awarded. Points will increase throughout the rounds. Round number 1 worth 25 points. Gatorade paired with a mystery item. Round number 2, 35 points. A Rice Krispie treat paired with a mystery item. Round 3, worth 50 points. Maraschino cherries paired with a mystery item. Round 4, 75 points. Skittles paired with a mystery item. And round number 5, 100 points. Jell-O paired with a mystery item. Bon appetit! Station number 10, Tug of War. This is a team versus team event. To win this station, you must win 2 out of 3 competitions to win points for your team. The rope will be laid on the ground. The station teacher will instruct the students to stand at their end of the rope in a single file line. Do not lift the rope until told to do so. When you lift the rope, just lift it and hold it. Do not pull. At the middle of the rope, there is a flag tied on. Underneath the middle of the rope will be a middle line, which is the start line, and 2 win lines close to each team. The team that pulls the flag over their line wins. Remember, it's the best of 3. Okay. This is the inflatable, the adrenaline rush. Station number 11, adrenaline rush bounce house. Each team will choose a side of the inflatable. This is a race against both teams. At the start of go, the first person on each team will race into the inflatable. The next person cannot go until the person in front of them is at the top of the slide. The first team to finish wins. If there is an extra person on one of the teams, the first person on the other team must go again at the end to even out the teams.